Imagine hiring a contractor to fix your home, or inviting a clown to your child's birthday party. Friendly smile, jokes, balloons. But what if behind that makeup, behind that grin, lurked a man hiding a secret graveyard? This isn't fiction. This was John Wayne Gacy, known to neighbors as a businessman, community volunteer, and even Pogo the Clown. But beneath the mask, Gacy was one of the most sadistic serial killers in American history. John Wayne Gacy was born in 1942 in Chicago, Illinois. Outwardly, he seemed like any other boy, but his childhood was far from ordinary. His father was an alcoholic who beat him regularly, belittling him and calling him weak. His mother tried to protect him, but the scars of his father's cruelty never left him. On top of this, Gacy suffered from health issues, including a heart condition that kept him from sports. Bullied, humiliated, and desperate for approval, young Gacy grew up craving control and recognition, things he'd pursue in the darkest ways. As a teen, he struggled with his sexuality, something he kept hidden. Friends and neighbors saw him as polite, helpful, even charming. But deep inside, John was developing urges that would one day spiral into unimaginable violence. By the 1970s, Gacy was living what looked like the American dream. He was a successful contractor running his own business. He was active in local politics, hosted block parties, and even performed at children's hospitals as Pogo the Clown. To neighbors, he was the last person you'd suspect of evil. But behind closed doors, Gacy lured young men and teenage boys, often promising them jobs, money, or simply a safe place to hang out. Once inside his home, the trap would be set. One of Gacy's chilling tactics was what he called the handcuff trick. He would show his victims a pair of police handcuffs and demonstrate how he could slip out of them. But when he placed the cuffs on his victims, the key was gone. That's when the smile disappeared. The friendly clown was gone, and the sadist revealed himself. Victims were tortured, strangled, and never seen alive again. For years, people went missing in Chicago. Teenage boys, young men, many from troubled homes, many just looking for work. They vanished without a trace. Families searched desperately, but police often wrote them off as runaways. Meanwhile, Gacy kept killing. He buried most of his victims in the crawl space beneath his suburban home. When that space filled up, he dumped others in the Des Plaines River. In total, he murdered at least 33 young men and boys. His house looked like any other in the neighborhood, but beneath the floorboards lay one of the largest crime scenes in United States history. It all started to unravel in December 1978. A 15-year-old boy named Robert Peast went missing after telling his mother he was going to see a contractor about a job. That contractor was John Wayne Gacy. When police questioned him, Gacy tried to charm his way out, claiming he knew nothing, but detectives grew suspicious. They placed him under surveillance, and what they saw was bizarre. Gacy drinking heavily, visiting graveyards at night, and bragging about murders to friends as if daring police to catch him. Finally, a search warrant was issued. What investigators discovered beneath the floorboards of Gacy's home shocked the world. The stench alone was overwhelming. Body after body was uncovered, wrapped in plastic, stacked in the crawl space. It was a burial ground, hidden in plain sight. Gacy was arrested and charged with multiple counts of murder. In custody, he confessed in chilling detail, describing how he saw killing as just another job. He showed no remorse, treating his crimes almost like a business operation. The trial became one of the most infamous in United States history. Gacy's lawyers argued insanity, painting him as a man with multiple personalities: the clown, the businessman, the killer. But the jury saw through it. In 1980, John Wayne Gacy was convicted of 33 murders and sentenced to death. For 14 years, he sat on death row, painting eerie clown portraits that still haunt collectors today. In 1994, he was executed by lethal injection. His final words, "Kiss my ass." The case of John Wayne Gacy shocked America to its core. How could someone so ordinary, a neighbor, a clown, a community man, hide such darkness? His story became a chilling reminder that monsters don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they hide behind painted smiles, shaking your hand, laughing with your kids. Today, Gacy's house has been demolished, replaced by a new home. But the shadow of what happened there still lingers, and the legend of the killer clown continues to terrify new generations. So the next time you see a smiling face, whether it's a clown, a neighbor, or even a friend, remember, evil often wears a mask, because John Wayne Gacy proved one horrifying truth. Sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones living right next door.